yes. Oh, yes. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, I guess the day is finally here. Kind of a day we've all been waiting for, right? Halo is official. A remake. A remake? We had the remake on 360, right? But this is Halo Campaign Evolved instead of Combat Evolved. Oh my God, I came home and I was like, are you, what? And there's 3 videos. We're going to go over this real quick, guys. I had to come on here with you guys and watch this stuff. So I did watch the trailer. I did watch like the second video, like the behind the scenes kind of talking. But then there's like a 13-minute gameplay trailer also. I did not watch that, so that will be a, a completely new thing to see. But the little clips that they showed and the other things and the trailer and stuff, it looks so crisp. It looks crazy. I think this is Unreal Engine 17, whatever it is. Obviously, a game like Halo is going to be like the best example of this newest Unreal Engine and stuff like that. So it's Halo Campaign Evolved. I guess that means maybe we're not getting like the multiplayer and stuff like that. But whatever, the Halo campaigns, the old school stories are amazing, and 4-player co-op. I think it's 2-player co-op still on the system, but 4-player online. Never had 4-player OG campaign in any sort of way. We're also gonna see that in the details and the trailers and everything like that. Let's watch the trailer, guys. Like I said, we're going to watch 3 videos here. Had to come on and hang out with you guys and experience this. I can't believe the day is finally here. Halo, a new remake of Halo, but coming to PlayStation. And just for a little effect here, we're actually going to be, the first 2 videos are from the PlayStation channel, which is like crazy. But let's enter this alternate dimension, guys, and check out what the hell is going on here. This is amazing. Let's put them on. Oh my God, here we go. Oh my God. This is crazy. Let's see. Halo Campaign Evolves. First, we're going to watch the trailer. Here we go. PlayStation logo. Oh my God.
According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. They call it Halo. They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon.
What sort of weapon is it?
One with unimaginable power.
Oh. The beach, the water. Looked amazing. So crisp and crazy. The campaign that started it all.
Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Fire Team Charlie, we're on our way.
Evolved for a new generation. Look at this. Oh my God. I felt that one.
Somebody order a warthog.
Yes. Oh man. Seriously though, like, oh.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must
Hunters. Graphics, yeah.
Give them hell, Chief.
You got it. Oops. There's the trailer, ladies and gentlemen. That is PlayStation. That is so... What universe are we in? Unbelievable. All right, guys. Next up here, we have the second video here. Halo Campaign Evolved, the roundtable reveal. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, remix. Okay. I wasn't really paying like 100% attention when I watched this before, but I was like, ooh. God, it looks so good. Like the... Oh, man. Looks like it just feels good. It sounds amazing. Open the door.
Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake.
The first project
coming
out of Halo
to
Studios?
Xbox, PC, and for the first time,
First Halo Studios branded,
will be
right?
arriving next year. To talk more about it, we've got Dan, Max, and Greg from the development team. Guys, let's get into this.
Welcome
Why
in.
is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things
There
that
it
were
is.
left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved for
This is the
new players,
remake.
for established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise together again.
Going back to the Halo ring again for the first time.
For the first time is really important, and for them to be surprised by new content and
looks
feel
so
like excited
like-
again about exploring the ring world.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise.
If
we've
this
been
is
building
completely
for
faithful
the
to
past
Halo,
25 years.
yes, play
I'm
this game.
curious how you're going to focus on capturing the essence of the original, knowing that you need to evolve to kind of move the experience forward.
Yeah, for design, we don't take that lightly at all. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that
That
comes up,
water,
there's
I keep
someone
saying
who is
that, like, looks
incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, like, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
It's really about looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless of which platform they're on. And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back in the original. What do you have to do differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves. So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and making those encounters the right size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
We have. There's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat or the bumper seat. This is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring everyone with.
Mind if I join you?
Let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite aspects of the Halo franchise. What is a skull? What's cool about it? What does it do?
A skull is a gameplay modifier, generally mean-spirited. It makes the game more challenging for the player.
The combination, the pairing of these different skulls and how that's going to create that new gameplay experience. Huge amount of replay options for folks.
I love the replayability that skulls bring to a campaign. It just, there's
Achievement
almost endless
flashbacks.
variety.
We have dozens of skulls this time.
The most that we've ever had in a Halo game.
Are you a lasso guy? I think you yourself told me that you don't think
Even
anyone
more
would ever be able
skulls
to
this time
complete this
around?
game with legendary all skulls on.
I don't think
Impossible.
so. I mean, there's a lot. And so if you can do a true
Impossible.
legendary all skulls on run,
Yeah,
let us
okay.
know.
Let me
I'd
rev
love
it
to
up.
see it. I think that
Okay.
really hard.
If there's one thing that this community has shown us is do
1
not
2 skulls is
underestimate
hard
them,
enough.
and they will find a way. So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this evolved?
We made sure that anything we
Sandbox.
included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the
God,
sandbox
look at
in a
like
drastic way,
the
but there's some really
effects
fun
and
kind of additions.
Oh, this is
that's
like...
across, enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original CE we weren't able to do
If it's
before.
faithful
now
to Halo,
finally
like the
kill
way
the
this
elite with
looks.
the sword. That weapon hits the floor, and you can pick that up and just, kind of really take it to the enemy.
It's great. The sound design.
What'd he say?
All these weapons, by the way, have been painstakingly remodeled, rebuilt, higher fidelity. How do all these things kind of come to life?
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo counters.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma lighting up and brightening the environment.
When the guns shoot
Of course, one of the hallmark elements of Halo CE is what becomes kind of a three-way battle with the introduction of the Flood.
There was quite a bit of development
I kind of missed
Halo
this part.
CE
Let's
and
see.
3 to kind of how the Flood behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those Flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE to Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend, familiar fiend, if you will, to challenge the player.
Talk to me just a little bit about how we're approaching the narrative aspects to bring it up to the same level as the rest of this game.
We want to tell an authentic story, and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
As we were building this out, we didn't just kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to original source
movie-like now,
source
the
code, and
cutscenes.
access to the original storyboards. We are remastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
That's really crazy. They came back to re-record everything
that we weren't able to do for Halo Anniversary.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Wow, they sound exactly the same.
I'm super excited that this game will include 3 brand new bonus missions. Tell me a little bit about that.
It was really important that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel, a setup for, the main course. These new missions are going to offer some new opportunities for character interactions, maybe between, Chief and Johnson.
Prequel bonus missions.
Some new AI behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
So where are we right now at this stage in development? What can you share with us?
In the past few weeks, we've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so many of the elements of the level really coming together.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing really high fidelity versions of cinematics, elements of the sandbox and encounter tweaks and the lighting.
This is,
You go to someone's desk and give feedback live on an experience, and to me that's like a really exciting time in game development.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome
that legendary
with open arms this next
art
generation
right there.
of players. I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
Before. Wow. Oh my God. Let's play that again. Couple of things I want to say before we move on to the next video there. Okay. So let that play again. So a couple things I want to say before the next video, that they're like the big gameplay video, is that they're adding missions to this. They're taking a play out of like what Nintendo kind of does when they re-release a game, which is kind of good. They add like all these like Switch 2 editions and stuff, right? Like the original Halo remake for 360, that was kind of just like a graphical upgrade and stuff like that. Nothing really new in there, but now they're kind of doing like something Nintendo would do, like this is a remake, but we're giving you an additional reason to, it's not just a graphical update. You can play the original ones, but if you want to play this new version on the next gen stuff, like one of the reasons to buy it is it has updated stuff. Kind of like Mario Kart 8 did, originally released on Wii U, and then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. Like all the DLC moving forward from the Switch point on, like was exclusive to the Switch version, right? So it gave you that reason to, like, you know, okay, I'll buy Mario Kart 8 on Switch because, like, I can get access to more stuff on the moving forward future version. So it's kind of interesting that they're taking a play out of Nintendo, I think, by adding stuff to this game. You know, so if you want to take advantage of, like, you know, the moving forward version, you gotta buy this. But I mean, it just looks amazing so far. Like I said, like I keep mentioning the water on the beach, like how crisp it looks, and like you know, it's like ridiculous. So like the effects and everything, like this just like like I said, this is Halo, so obviously this the latest version of Unreal. They're gonna, you know, get the most out of it because this is like top tier serious business kind of game. If this game is completely faithful to the original Halo, unbelievable. All right, so let's go now to, this is the gameplay video now coming up next. Let's see. So this is a 13:05 gameplay video. The Silent Cartographer. Oh my god, classic. Bungie was so great with the names and just everything. You know, obviously Halo's one of the most legendary series in video game history. But all right guys, here we go. 13-minute gameplay demo. This I did not watch, so we're gonna watch this together for the first time. Here we go. Wait, let's switch it. Are we good? Are we good? Wait a minute. Okay. There we go. Here we go, guys. Halo Campaign Evolved, not Combat Evolved. Campaign Evolved. 13-minute gameplay demo. Unbelievable. Like I said, 3 videos were released. The trailer, the little behind-the-scenes roundtable talk, and this 13-minute gameplay trailer. Here we go. Ah! My god. Four-player co-op for the first time.
What they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
Oh. The battle rages on here. I remember the beach level, even like the original game, was like a big deal for some reason. The little grunts. Oh shit, we'll see the happy birthday explosion again. Is that one of the skulls? I forget. Look at the cutscenes. Oh my, it's like a movie. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, here we go, the beach level. Oh, the way that pistol sounds. Or even the way the gun shoots, I don't know, it's like so like... Oh. For some reason, like the less flashiness of the machine gun like bullets, you can like almost barely see them, but you can. And then the explode, like, oh. God, I remember how real this was when I first played this. I remember being totally against getting an Xbox when it first came out, and then like I got Xbox like towards the end. I had a 3-game rule. If it wasn't Nintendo, I had to have wanted 3 games. Oh, those sounds, the shield recharging. Oh, I'm noticing, I'm trying to see if the gameplay here, because the original Halo, you had the shield, but you also had a health bar. I do see a health bar,
Let's go find the map room. That will show us the location of Halo's control center.
Yeah, I can see the Warhog with that, like that little trunk area for people to sit in.
I've been able to pinpoint the main facility by cross-referencing Covenant survey data and religious texts. We were right. It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav point.
God. Oh my, this looks like a movie. Oh, this is day one. Goof. Goof. Oh my god. And remember how real the reactions were in the original Halo? Like, you're on the beach with those soldiers and like there's like a downtime, or it doesn't matter really. If you shot them like too many times, they'd like actually like, we're like, yo, Chief turned against us, get him. They shot you. It was like so real at the time.
We have to get in there and stop
Oh my god.
They learn the location of the control center.
Ah. This is so like, this whole mission is like so like burnt in your brain, you know what I mean? Oh, even the way that gun shoots. Nice. It just looks like the guns feel great. And oh my god. There we go. Oh, noob combo. There you go. Boom, boom. There we go.
Real fight. The cartographer must be here.
Oh,
My analysis indicates
oh.
that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside. Don't let them lock the doors.
By re-recording the audio, but they sound the same, which is great. And I guess if they have any new ideas, like, oh, let's add that in there actually. And this, and, you know.
I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems.
Wow,
we need to find the security override to get this door open.
Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may
Get
be in
out.
contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center. Good luck, people.
Oh.
Peace out.
Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any unusual structures that could house the security system.
You feel like you like feel the sand and everything. Oh my god, this is like. Oh. You know what's crazy? I still never actually played the.
Looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
After they did the Halo 1 remake, they did a Halo 2 remake. I think that was exclusive to the Halo Master Chief Collection. But the Halo 2 remake in the same style as the Halo 1 remake. I still never played that Halo 2 remake. Whoa, they just fly in the air. Oh my god, oh wow, they actually like pushed from the... That's pretty crazy, like the little small grunt lighter guys, like they get hit with the turret gun there, they actually fly because of the power of the turret gun. Wow. Interesting, okay. No, hunters, oh my god. Oh yeah, get him with the Warhog, nice. Oh my god, yo, even like the way like the bullets are sparking off of their armor and everything. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is amazing. I remember I had a 3-game rule for any system that wasn't Nintendo, and I remember eventually the JCM OG Legends got Xbox, and I tried Halo and just blew my mind. I was like, what the? It was so real, like back then. And then Knights of the Old Republic was coming out, and then they also had a game called just Obi-Wan, and I love Obi-Wan. So those are the 3 games right there. Yeah, I got the original Xbox like maybe only like a year and a half before 360 came out. And the original Xbox is actually one of my favorite systems of all time. Oof. The interesting thing about the first Halo remake on 360 and then the Halo 2 remake also, you were able to press select and instantly go back and forth between the original graphics and the new graphics. I think maybe the 360 version, it took like a second to switch, and then maybe in like the Master Chief collection, it was like instant or something like that, if I remember that correctly. That was a masterful hunter fighting right there.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system.
Oh my god. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
That should open the door that leads into the main shaft. We need to go to the main facility.
Shaft.
Let's head back down the beach.
Mayday! Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire!
Ooh, cloaked. I see you.
Understood. We're on our way.
Man, the way the guns sound. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's like a movie. Even like I said, the cutscenes. Oh my god. Oof. Oof. Got the beach shirt on too. How fitting, right?
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them.
He just blow. That was some masterful pistol using right there. My god, this is crazy. Oh, every gun is just like brought to life or something. It's like, God. What are they up to? Unreal Engine what? 7, 5, 4? Whoa. There we go. Some rocket launcher action. Yeah, use your shield against that. I like how the Warhog still flips like old school. I mean, I don't think how could you change it, but I guess it just has like that old school flip to it. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's one thing they didn't touch or something like. Oh my! Look at like. Oh my god! Like, it just feels so fucking real. Like the sand, the water. I keep mentioning that one clip of the water they showed before. It was like. Looked like PS6 or something like that. It's crazy how I couldn't find this video on the PlayStation channel, but the first two videos, hearing PlayStation in the end of the video, it's just like, Gerf, there we go. We got Mikey Blaze in the house. AKA Mike Ziaddy. He says, I feel the sand on my chest. Me too, look. Got the beach shirt on. I feel it on my chest too. In between. Oh, make sure you wipe it off. Don't get it, get stuck sometimes. Oh, in between my feet. Okay. That's that. What are you gonna do? You can't. Oh, look at that. Oh. Look at the cutscenes. Oh my god, it's like a movie now. Go wash those feetsies off, Mike Ziani. Oh god. What was that he kicked? Cortana. Look at this. Oh, I'm gonna cry. is that it? Oh my god, hold on. What? Halo Studios, now it's called. Wow. Alright, let's let that play one more time while we just go over some things here. Man, guys, this is crazy. And my daddy says, wow! So yeah, basically came home and I was like, what? Oh, actually, no. I think Dave Science actually said, did you hear the news? I said, what? And he sent me an article. And then when I came home, I kind of like forgot or something. Somehow I was like doing things, you know. And then I go on like YouTube and I was like, oh my god, it's right, you know. And like I said, 3 videos, we watched them all. They got the little 1-minute trailer. They got a behind the scenes of guys talking about some things. They look at this movie, cutscenes. They got the behind the scenes of the guys talking, kind of like about some details and stuff like that. And yeah, very interesting that they're actually adding stuff to this. Like I said, they're pulling a little playbook out of like Nintendo to where if you're going to make a remake or like a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, you know, it's not just like a graphical update. It's like a reason to, you know, buy the newer edition or the more upgraded edition and stuff like that. Like I mentioned before, like Mario Kart 8 for Wii U, and then the Switch original Switch version, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Everything from that point moving forward, all the DLC that came out was only available on the newer version. So yeah, they're pulling a little playbook out of Nintendo. They're adding some, I think they said there's some like prequel missions or something too, like some little prequel stories they're adding. So that's awesome. And this just like, oh my god, like I said, if this is completely faithful, which so far I don't see anything, you know, surprisingly this is like legit Halo 1, you know. So that's one thing I thought, how they're like pulling like a Nintendo right there. But then you have the 4-player co-op for the first time ever in Halo 1. A 4-player co-op is exclusive to online, I believe. But the couch co-op still has the 2-player co-op. But whether online or not, for the first time ever, 4-player Halo 1 story mode. Here's the Warhog with the additional seats added in the back, so all 4 people, or you can get some regular army guys to go back there. But so I wonder if you could do 4 players, because in the original Halo, when you did the 2-player campaign, you were like both Master Chief. So you could use your imagination there, whatever. Maybe there's 2 Master Chiefs, whatever. So I wonder what the deal is going to be this time, because I know, if you remember back to Halo 3, when you did the 4-player campaign, that was the first time you had a 4-player campaign in Halo 3. It was like Master Chief and like, I think the 3 Covenant aliens, but there were like 3 different aliens, which is kind of cool. They were like your like escorts and stuff like that. So yeah, I wonder what they're going to do this time around for the co-op mode. Is it going to be all Master Chiefs? Is it going to be they're gonna do something like Perfect Dark did, where like when you did co-op mode, it was like this like blonde girl, like you're like apprentice. Or, she wasn't really an apprentice, but again, use your imagination, right? They're gonna do something like that, where it's like kind of like different kind of characters or something, or maybe different Spartans or something like that. But I don't think there was really more Spartans, if I'm correct at this point, after Halo Reach. Maybe there was. I forget, but this is amazing. Oh my god. That's right, we have Halo Reach also, so they can potentially do 4 OG made by Bungie Halo games in this remake style. So and that's another thing too. This is Halo Campaign Evolved, so it's the campaign is in the title, right? So what is that? I guess we're not getting like the multiplayer or whatever. Like in a way, I don't even care, because like the story modes back in these days were like, you know, ridiculous. The story modes is why you bought the game back in the day. The multiplayer was like an additional bonus. You know, Call of Duty really kind of changed that, where eventually like the multiplayer became more popular. But even Call of Duty at first, like people were like serious about the story mode and everything like that. But that's another question also. I guess we're just getting the story mode, but even if that's just it, like, this looks so amazing. It looks like a movie, like, I don't even care. But yeah, 4-player co-op, what a surprise. And I guess you could say, like, it's official now. Like, the big three were, was it Forza? And then Gears? And now we have Halo coming to... Obviously, this is going to be on everything, Xbox or Gamepad, you know. But this is coming to PlayStation. It's so crazy. Like, what universe is this? I remember making a little short video when, like, Gears of War came out. I was just enamored looking at that box. You know, Gears of War on PlayStation 5. It's just like, even when we did a couple episodes here on the channel, you know, it just like, I was just like in shock for like. But you know, one thing I also want to say too is this. When I first started seeing Xbox games come to PlayStation, I had mentioned earlier that the original Xbox was one of my favorite systems of all time. I think the first couple of games that came was Sea of Thieves and like Grounded, I think it was. And I remember seeing those, and then Forza eventually came, and you turn on PlayStation, you see those things, and like the menu's like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, but Gears really was like, it took me a while just like staring at it, you know what I mean? Like, I was like staring at the Gears box of PS5, I'm like, what? Like, what but, what the fuck? The hell? All the dust from the guns. But what I wanted to say was, when I saw those Xbox games come on PlayStation, what came to my mind and the feeling that I got, I was like, you know what? Like, all this crazy shit is going on in Xbox, whatever the hell with that. But when I saw these games come to PS5, I had a good feeling. I was like, you know what? Whatever's going on Xbox, it doesn't matter. Like, these games now have a home where they can be loved. And like, Xbox games, if they're pure, they're beautiful, they're amazing. You know what I mean? Like I said, if this is untouched, and this is purely like a Halo 1 remake, this is going to be beautiful. Like, the original Xbox and Xbox 360, some of the most beautiful artists there ever was in video game history. My take on what happened with Xbox was, when Xbox One came around, the corporates came into Xbox, the Microsoft corporates, and they kicked all the artists out. You know what I mean? So, but when you have these games made by these beautiful artists, and you see them on PS5, it gives me this original Xbox feeling, to where like, these games have a place to be loved or something. So, you know, and Gears of War on PS5 now. It's the Ultimate Edition. It even says that in the credits, which is great. So Reloaded kind of just means like, from like Ultimate Saiyan in the Cell Saga, like it was Super Saiyan, it was Ultimate Saiyan. So Gears of War Reloaded is like the Ultimate Edition bumped up a little more. Just Reloaded kind of means it's available on everything. Like, what was I saying? It's like Gears of War Reloaded Ultimate Edition on Xbox One. That's the best version of Gears of War, because they had the people from like number 3 come in and like update the cutscenes of Gears of War 1 and everything. And Gears of War 1 was obviously legendary. There's a couple of holes in Gears of War 1 where you were just like, wait, why are we here? What are we doing? Like, but you didn't care because the game was so awesome. But the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which is the Gears of War Reloaded that we see on PS5 and everything, you know, it's the best version of Gears of War. But when I played that on Xbox One, I was like, oh, it can't get any better than this. But when I played Gears of War Reloaded on PS5, there was just something about playing with it with a DualSense controller. I don't know, the chunkiness of it, and or like the immersion of the triggers, and then how the rumble feels. The ultimate version of Gears of War is the Reloaded on PS5 to me. It's just like I said, the chunkiness of the gears and the chunkiness of the controller just like go along together, and like I said, the immersion of like the triggers and everything, like Gears of War Ultimate Edition is one of the best / Reloaded is one of the best games of all time, like especially on PS5. So that's what my point was, though. Like all these games that are actual, like made by like the old school artists of Xbox, the original Xbox and 360. When you play them on PS5, you feel like you have this old school feeling where you feel like you're playing on original Xbox or 360, where like these games have a place to be loved again. You know what I mean? So I'm really loving these Xbox games coming to PlayStation because I feel like they're like almost being saved in a way. You know what I mean? Because like, again, what's going on with Xbox? Who knows? Like, you know, they're going more towards like a Steam type vibe, or like they're like a digital system, whatever. Who knows what they're doing? That's a whole nother story. But you know, when you play these artist games on PS5, you just get this great feeling. So like, you know, I'm just loving all the pure Xbox games that are coming to PS5. It's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing experience because like besides the fact that it feels like a bizarro world, like it's a great feeling that these games feel like they have a place to be loved again. Here's that water again. Here, this shot, you can't really see it, but like in that trailer, there's something about like the water and like the sand. Oh my god, like this Unreal Engine 7, whatever, 5, whatever it is. Unbelievable. But yeah, guys, 3 videos came out about only like a couple hours ago. Like it's probably 4 hours now, but not too long ago. It was only 3 hours ago, I believe. The trailer, the behind the scenes roundtable, and this 13-minute gameplay demo. Like I said, the first 2 videos, I found them on the PlayStation YouTube, so I was like, we gotta watch the PlayStation version because like, let's go into Bizarro World as much as we can. You know, like this one is not on the PlayStation. I think this is straight from the Halo YouTube, but yeah, I think this is a great era. I think this is like if Xbox, like I said, that's my field of the Force tells me to happen with Xbox. The original Xbox and 360, they wanted to get into video games. They hired some nerds and some artists, and they got lucky. And they hired some of the most beautiful artists in video game history. And then when Xbox One came around, the corporates came in and said, get out, we want to gamble, we want to be slimy and shit. So they kicked out all the artists. That's what I believe happened to Xbox. So when you have pure Xbox games, like I feel like now, like they're maybe getting back to an era where like they're just like they don't really want to control. Well, how am I? No, they don't really want to try to run it. Meaning, hold on. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of getting back to this era where like the corporates, hopefully, like they don't want to run the show anymore, but they just want to like benefit. So I feel like we're getting back to this era where like they're hiring the artists and the nerds again. So I hope, you know, that's what's going on. So that's how it feels at the moment from what I'm seeing. And like I said, this is great that we're seeing like a kind of a pure version of Halo. I mean, what can you change? You know what I mean? They redid the lines with, like I said, the voice actors sound exactly the same, so that's amazing. Like, there's no change. It's like this, so like, it's like they just left off from where they were. And yeah, like I said, we have like there was 4 Bungie games, right? 1, 2, 3, and then Halo Reach. So we potentially have, you know, 4 Halo games from Bungie that we can get in this this remake style, and this is amazing. This is amazing. 4-player co-op, only online, but still have 2-player couch co-op, which is great. Like I said, who are the co-op characters going to be in the original game? Like I said, it was 2 Master Chiefs. What are they going to do this time around? Is that going to change? There's going to be 4 Master Chiefs if you know. But my God, this looks like a movie. Like, this is crazy. Like, Halo campaign evolved. So like I said, yeah, I guess we're not getting the multiplayer, but I don't care. Like, this is like, you know, this is amazing. This is great. Oh, man. Maybe we'll watch the round table one more time, just in case we missed any details there. talk about some things they mentioned maybe. But this is amazing. No, I haven't seen a release date. I don't think they announced a release date yet. So I thought maybe, like I said, this is the one video we did not see, so I thought maybe we would see something here. But no release date yet, it seems. But what a surprise today, guys. What a surprise. And I love the tire tracks in the sand there. That's amazing. Oh, let me get you guys back up here. Oopsie. Yeah, that beach look at the tire. Oh my god. And it's crazy to think, like I said, when I first witnessed Halo, like in person, like I played it at my friend's house, like it was like, whoa. There was just something about the original Halo that was so like crazy, like futuristic graphics, and you know, and it seems like they're kind of doing it again. This kind of like the cutscenes look like a movie, but also like the gameplay looks like a movie also. So just how like the original Halo was like an amazing graphics, like mind-blowing experience. This is kind of like almost doing the 2.0 version of that, where, like I said, like the cutscenes look like a movie, and the gameplay also looks like kind of like a movie. So like, you know, definitely. Usually cutscenes may look a little better than the gameplay sometimes. Well, in recent history, the cutscene is the same as the gameplay, but it's just something here with the graphics or something. It's Unreal Engine 5. It just makes it look, I don't know, it's got this like movie look to it, you know what I mean? Like, if a game has the same cutscenes as the gameplay, you could still say before it looked like a game. You know, whoa, the graphics are crazy, but now it's starting to look like movie-esque, you know what I mean? It's not just like crazy right now. It's like, this is like something like movie stuff. So, man, this is what a surprise today. This is unbelievable. And like I said, so far this seems pure. This seems pure. And like I said, it seems like we're entering this time again where the corporates are, they don't want to run the show again. They just want to suck the blood and benefit. So like, it seems like they're making people, actual artists, do work again. So hopefully that's what's going on, because whatever's going on with Xbox, the system, you know, who cares at this point. But like I said, if the Xbox games are pure and they're coming to PlayStation, they have a good home there. So and they feel good on PS5, and it feels like OG Xbox, original Xbox, when you play these pure, like Gears of War was pure. You know, again, it was the Ultimate Edition, thank God, and that was still a time where they were making things pure. Gears of War 5, that's I've been wanting to make a review on that game for a long time, but 1 through 4 is amazing. Five? Quick Gears of War 5 review. Let me see how I could put this quickly. Gears of War 5 is one of the best games of all time as far as graphics and gameplay. Mind-blowing. Feel like but someone came in, and this was a time where people were kind of like not really focusing on the lore, but focusing more on like, how can I you know, like treat this game like a live journal and like take my aggression out in this game. So basically Gears of War 5, the story had such great potential, but it just feels like someone came in the middle of the night, opened the book, ripped out this page, inserted a page there, turned the page, a couple more, ripped out that page, inserted some BS, you know. So basically it's like, this is amazing, what the fuck is going on? And then like, okay, this is amazing again, kind of, and then it's like, wait, this is completely different. It feels like you're changing the channel in Gears of War 5. It's like you're watching Gears of War, and then someone flipped the channel, and then you flip it back. It's just like these, like, you know, anyway. That's my short, you know, review of Gears of War 5 there. But like I said, I think we're exiting that era, which is the good news. And it seems like we're the corporates that came in and kind of destroyed Xbox and wanted to run the show. And who knows what they wanted to do, gamble, or thought they were big shots, or they thought, you know, whatever the case was. But now it seems like they don't want to run the show anymore. They just want to get the money. So, like I said, this and Gears of War not only started a new era because it's on like PlayStation for the first time, but I think we're starting a new pure era again, it seems. Definitely as far as Gears of War Reloaded and this so far, this seems pure, and this is beautiful, like pure art, and that's what it is. If it's not art, then get it out of here. So yeah, guys, what a surprise this was today. I was actually going to play some more Pokemon ZA, but then like this happened, and I was like, oh, I got to come on here and watch these things with you guys. And man, this is crazy. This is just crazy. Like I said, feels pure, which is what counts. It's art, which is what counts, and looks like a movie. Looks like a movie, and expert hunter fighting there. Pure looks like a movie, and 4-player co-op for the first time in Halo 1 story mode. So yeah, kind of like I would say a remake, because you know, it's not the same skeleton, just with updated graphics. They're like adding cutscenes. This is kind of like, actually, you could maybe say it's getting the Gears of War Ultimate treatment, where like you know, updated well, a little more than Ultimate, because this feels like
We need to go to the main facility. Let's head back down the beach.
even more was like, you know, inside was redone. But this is like completely redone, it seems. So like, you know, but yeah, they're like, see those cutscenes there, they're adding those cutscenes and everything like that, making it more. This is just beautiful. This is art, and it's pure. That's what counts. That's what matters. So like I said, it seems like we're entering a new era, thank God. And if you want that Xbox experience, play the games on PS5, and you'll feel that like OG original Xbox and 360 feeling. Again, we don't know what's going on with Xbox. They seem to want to becoming more of like a virtual system or something. Who knows? But you know, let the corporates use that for their stupid games. And if you want, you know, an original, a real Xbox experience, play these games on PS5, and if you'll feel great. So but yeah, guys, let me know what you think. What a surprise today. What a surprise. And I love this feeling of this new era. Like I said, play Gears of War Reloaded too. It's on PS5. Something about the combination of Gears of War Ultimate Edition mixed with the DualSense controller and all like the adaptive triggers and the realism of the controller. Like, it's just Gears of War Ultimate on Xbox One was Ultimate as it was, and now Ultimate with the little reloaded sauce on top of it. I was actually worried. I was like, please tell me this is the Ultimate version. You know, but there actually is credits in the game for the original Gears of War, like the 360 version. You see Cliff Bleszinski. Who remembers Cliff Bleszinski, guys? The original Epic game. And it's, you know, it's crazy to think, like, Epic Games, right? You know, Epic Games, people today know it for Fortnite, but you know, their first game changer was Gears of War. So, and Cliff Bleszinski was the guy. So yeah, they have in Gears of War Reloaded, they have the credits for the original 360 version of Gears of War. They have the credits for the Ultimate Edition, and then they have the credits for the Reloaded Edition as well. And it's funny, like, if you watch the Ultimate Edition and then the Reloaded, the first couple of people you see, like the Master and the Apprentice, and then like in Reloaded, like this guy gets bumped up to here, and like this guy gets bumped up to here. Like, I guess some things changed, but yeah, I figured that it was the Ultimate Edition, but I was still scared. But after playing Gears of War Reloaded. Like I'm like, oh, like that was like so needed, so needed. And now combined with this, like I said, it seems like a new era of pure Xbox again, and Microsoft might have destroyed Xbox in their building or their facility, but Xbox lives on through playing these Xbox games on PS5. It gives you that original Xbox feeling, gives you that you know. Let's watch the round table one more time. Hold on. That's so good. Hold on, guys. 1 second. We'll be back in 1 second here. Guys, we're gonna work backwards now. Now we're actually gonna watch the let's see. We just watched the 13-minute gameplay trailer. Now we're gonna work backwards. We're gonna watch the round table behind the scenes again. Then we'll top it off with the trailer one more time. Oh, sorry guys. See what they have to say one more time.
Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake.
The first Halo Studios branded game,
PC,
I think, right?
And for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next year. To talk more about it,
oh, there we go. Next year, okay.
Max
See,
and
we
Greg
did miss
from
some
the
things.
development team. Guys, let's get into this. Why is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved for new players, for established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise
Yes,
together.
if you're new, play
Going back
this.
to the Halo ring again for the first time.
What I've seen
For
so
the
far.
first time is really important, and for them to be surprised by new content and feel like excited again about exploring the ring world.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise we've been building for the past 25 years.
I'm curious how you're going to focus on capturing the essence of the original, knowing that you need to evolve to kind of move the experience forward.
Yeah, from design, we don't take that lightly at all. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, like, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
It's really about looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless of which platform they're on. And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back in the original. What do you have to do differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves. So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and making those encounters the right size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special
You're going to make things bigger for depending on how many players?
There's a
Rooms are going to be bigger? That's what I'm confused
the
about.
golf cart seat or the bumper seat. This is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring everyone with.
That's a question. Unless they mean it overall they're making things
one
bigger?
One of my favorite aspects of the Halo franchise. What is a skull? What's cool about it? What does it do?
The skull is a gameplay modifier. Generally mean-spirited. It makes the game more challenging for the player.
The
big achievement memories with the
different
skulls.
skulls and how that's going
Searching
to
for all them
create
and-
that new gameplay experience. Huge amount of replay options for folks.
I love the replayability that skulls bring to a campaign. It is almost endless variety.
We have dozens of skulls this time.
The most that we've ever had in a Halo game.
Are you a lasso guy? I think you yourself told me that you don't think anyone would ever be able to complete this game with legendary all skulls on.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot. And
Legendary.
So if you can do a true legendary all skulls on run,
The out guy.
let us know. Because I'd love to see it.
I remember playing
think
Legendary.
That'd be really hard.
If there's one thing that this community has shown us is do not underestimate them, and they
like,
will find a way.
Every checkpoint was like beating like a
So
whole
Halo's
board. It
always
was
been
like,
known for its sandbox. How has this evolved?
We made sure that anything we included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind of additions, and that's across enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original
Always
CE
got that
you weren't able to
extra
do before that
little
you now can. You finally killed the
5
enemy with the
second,
sword.
10 second
that weapon
ending.
hits the floor, and you can pick that up and just kind of really take it to the enemy.
The sound design.
okay. Oh, that's
All these
the
weapons, by the way, have been painstakingly
mask
remodeled,
from
rebuilt,
the
higher fidelity. How do all these things
Halo
kind
3
of come
Ultimate
to life?
box
That comes
edition.
across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo counters.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma lighting up and
Yeah, the
brightening the
effects.
environment.
Little
Of course, one of the
sparks.
hallmark
and, like,
elements of Halo CE is what becomes kind of a three-way battle with the introduction of the Flood.
There was quite a bit of development between Halo CE and 3 to kind of how the Flood behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those Flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE to Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend.
What is
a familiar
Halo Legacy?
fiend,
What
if
is he
you will,
talking about?
To challenge the player.
Talk to me just a little
What
bit
the hell
about
is
how
Halo
we're
Legacy?
approaching the narrative aspects to bring it up to the same level as the rest of this game.
We want to tell an authentic story and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
As we were building this out, we didn't just
great.
kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the
New
board.
era
We
is
have
getting me a
access to
little
original source
emotional
assets,
here.
original source code, and access to the original storyboards. We are remastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
How much firepower would you need to crack
They
one
sound
of the engine
great.
sheets?
This really provides
They
a
sound the
degree of
same.
fidelity that we weren't able to do for Halo Anniversary.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
They sound exactly
I'm
the
super excited
same. I
that
love
this
that.
game will include 3 brand new bonus missions. Tell me a little bit about
Yes.
that.
It was really important that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel, a setup for the main course. These new missions
Instead of
are
giving
going to
that
offer
Nintendo
some
Switch
new
2 edition
opportunities
treatment.
for character
They're
interactions.
learning
maybe
from Nintendo a
between,
little bit here.
Chief and Johnson.
We've got some new mechanics.
Adding stuff to
some
this
AI
version for
behaviors,
new
things that haven't
reasons.
been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
Sounds exactly the same. I
So
think
where are
we're
we
just
right now at
getting
this stage in
started.
development? What can you share with us?
In the past few weeks, we've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so many of the elements of the level really coming together.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing really high fidelity versions of cinematics, elements of the
Get the
sandbox
corporates
and
away from
counter
these
tweets and
artists.
the lighting.
You go to someone's desk,
Thank
you
God.
get feedback live on an experience, and to me, that's like a really exciting time in game development.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome with open arms this next generation of
One of the most
players.
beautiful
I'm excited
games
to just
of all time.
relive these experiences again for the first time.
Let's switch over now to the trailer. One more time, guys. Here we go. Nope.
According to the
The
data
water,
in their networks,
that's the shot.
the ring has
The
some
water?
kind of deep religious significance.
It's like,
They call it Halo. They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon.
What sort of weapon is it?
One
I
with
don't know.
unimaginable power.
bum 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 bum. Bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum.
Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Fire Team Charlie, we're on our way.
Evolved for a new generation. Oh, look at that. Oh, bird. Work. And I love how some things are still exactly the same, some sounds. Like I said, the Warhog flip is like exactly the same. Some elements keep it.
The Covenant are putting up a
Grounded to,
real
like,
fight.
the ocean,
The
yeah,
cartographer
original.
must be here.
Ooh. God, the effects, the sparks.
Give them hell, Chief.
Campaign evolved. Oh my god. Isn't that crazy to hear PlayStation after that? Alright, we'll give like final thoughts here, guys. We'll give final thoughts here, guys. I think I've said everything that could possibly be said. Like I said, we got the beach shirt on. How fitting. Oh, whoa. That's crazy. But yeah, guys, like I said, let's give the final words here, I guess. What a surprise. What are the notes we have from today? 4-player co-op online, but still, that's crazy. First time ever for Halo 1. Still got the co-op, 2-player couch co-op. Looks amazing, sounds amazing. It looks like a movie. Like I said, I feel like we're entering this new era where the corporates are going back to their little creepy rooms and the boardroom and letting the artists do their work. And they say, you know what, we don't want to run the show anymore. We just want the money. You guys do whatever you want to do. So, like I said, as of Gears of War Reloaded and this, seems we're entering a new era of purity again. And like I said, if you want that Xbox experience and you're upset at what's going on at the actual Xbox like area, like I said, I feel the corporates came in and kicked out all the artists, and now they're just wearing the Xbox mask. You know, but if you want that pure original Xbox, that 360 feeling, play these pure games on PS5 and you'll get that console Xbox feeling again. And I love that the pure versions of these games have a home on PS5 to feel that amazing feeling again. We got Forever Man 247 in the house. What's going on, man? He says the fact that it bothers people that this is going to be on PS5 makes me sad for humanity. Grow the heck. It's like there's always I don't think that even counts. Like I said, like there's always going to be situations where people are just looking for anything. Sometimes, you know. Well, look. Like I said, like it sucks for. We all loved, like I said, if you didn't have original Xbox, like most people know 360, right? We all love 360. Like I said, I don't think people are like getting what's actually going on. I think they're seeing it as like, oh, PS5 is stealing Xbox games. Like I said, the way people need to see it, and I don't think anyone's really saying this to them, is that Xbox was taken over by the corporates, and they're just wearing an Xbox mask right now. You know what I mean? The original Xbox and 360 had artists and like true, like, you know, real nerds working for those systems. And then as of Xbox One, the corporates came in and like told them all to leave. You know what I mean? So I don't think people are still, some people are still seeing this as like PlayStation versus Xbox, where Microsoft, you know, killed Xbox in their home area. You know what I mean? But like I said, now it seems like we're entering this new era where they don't want to run the show anymore, like they tried to do with Xbox One and this generation, the series generation. Like I said, if you want that Xbox experience, play it on PS5, and you'll get that great feeling again. And just got to realize that Xbox is not Xbox anymore. The corporates kicked everybody out, so it's not Xbox versus PlayStation anymore. It's you know, these games are actually fleeing, looking for a home. You know what I mean? That's what's going on. It's not Xbox versus PlayStation anymore. It's the pure games fleeing the corporates, looking for a home. And when you play these games on PS5, you feel that home feeling again. Timed exclusives are good, but everyone should be able to enjoy these awesome games. Yeah, I mean, you know, well, you know what? We have a situation now where if Microsoft is going to be all slimy and corporate, and now we only have to buy 2 systems, it's kind of everyone wins in a way, because now you don't have to buy 3 systems. You could buy a Switch, you could buy Nintendo, and you buy PlayStation. You don't gotta buy that 3rd system anymore to get that great feeling. Just buy those games on PS5. So it's one less, you know, big chunk of money you got to spend in a way. So it's kind of like, it's kind of good in a way. Everyone wins. You are very right, mate. Corps don't care about anyone's loyalty. No, corporations are, they're not artists. Their game is money. They like to gamble. That's like I said, that's what happened with Xbox One. The corporates came in and they were like, we feel like gambling. We feel like you know, putting the chips on the table. But they're like, you know, we're trying to make art here. They're like, we don't care about art. We wanna you know, we wanna do our addictions. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what happened with you know, Xbox. Like I said, it's not Xbox versus PlayStation anymore. It's whatever art was left at Xbox, trying to escape, and now find a new home on PS5. And like I mentioned earlier in the stream, when I first saw these Xbox games come to PS5, I had gotten that original Xbox feeling again. I was like, this guy flying in the air. I love how the turret, like, kind of is so powerful, it pushes the grunts. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, you know, like I said, it seems like they're finally backing away again, which is great. Go back to your fucking corporate room and go take a shit, and let the artists do what they do. And you want to suck their money, do whatever you want to do, but let the artists make what they make. Because original Xbox and 360 was art, and those systems changed video games forever. Like, you know, they brought gaming into a new, you know, had party chat and you know, achievements, and you know, even original Xbox with DLC. They were the first ones to do like DLC and stuff like that. Those 2 systems really had Xbox wanted to get into the video game business. They hired a bunch of artists. They got super lucky, and those artists were some of the greatest video game artists of all time. Like I said, then they came in as far as Xbox One, and they kicked all the artists out, and now they just wear the Xbox mask, you know. Like I said, that's okay, because you could play these games on PlayStation and feel great. I do think Sony should be returning the favor and letting Xbox owners enjoy games like Spider-Man, God of War, and Bloodborne. You know what, though? It's like, I see what you're saying, but say you took those PlayStation games, where are you going to put them? Does Xbox have a console anymore? No. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there is people that still are console focused, but where Microsoft is going with Xbox, they want everything. They want a digital system. So if you took Spider-Man, because like they're not going to care about putting it on their console. So where would that go if they did that? They would put it on their digital system. That system we see with the Xbox ROG Ally. It's like a digital, you know. That's what Xbox about it, like the digital Xbox system. So if you took that and put it on the digital system, that same system, the ROG Ally, you can just download Steam on the ROG Ally. So you could buy an Xbox if you want to consider the ROG, you know, the ROG Ally an Xbox system. You could buy that Xbox system and download Steam on it and play Spider-Man. So technically, like, it's you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like they're not going to make consoles anymore, like, or like console focused stuff. So if it was going to go to Xbox, it would go to their digital system, which you can buy that Xbox and then just download Steam and play it on that Xbox. So they kind of are getting it in a way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's a place like PlayStation where you could send those games over on Xbox anymore. If that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like, you know, and it's not like Xbox failed. I see people say, "Oh, Xbox failed. Xbox failed." Xbox didn't fail. This was people, like I said, the corporates came in and they wanted to play games, and they thought they knew better, and they just changed shit for no reason because they wanted to gamble. Like, Xbox never failed. Like, the corporates just like made them stop doing shit because they wanted to gamble. Like, you know what I mean? So like, they never really, they never failed. Like, I still see people saying that Xbox failed. Like, they didn't fail. The corporates came in and just stopped everything because they wanted to play games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they have sold 32 million consoles apparently. Oh, I guess like the series of systems. That's plenty of potential sales. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Surely it can't cost much to port over games like Ghost of Tsushima or Uncharted Collection. Well, the thing about that is that Sony can be like, I see what you're saying, but then look at Nintendo. You know what I mean? Sony could be like, Nintendo Switch 2 just broke sales records. So why would we not have exclusives on our system? Because obviously, you know, the Nintendo games ain't going nowhere, and those sell, you know, Nintendo system. You know, a few reasons why people buy Nintendo systems, but like, you know, obviously they have a lot of powerful exclusives. So the Sony could be like, well, Nintendo Switch 2 just broke records for the fastest selling system, so why would we not want to have exclusives? You know what I mean? You know, like I said, this was all started not from Xbox failing. This was started because corporates wanted to play around and play games and try corporate shit. You know what I mean? If the corporates didn't come in and do this to Xbox, we wouldn't really have this situation. There would still be, you know, exclusives on Xbox. I think, you know, this is purely a corporate test. You know what I mean? So I think Xbox would still have exclusives too. And obviously, you know, we all loved Xbox, you know what I mean? But Sony's probably like, Xbox doesn't really have a good vibe right now. So why would we do what they're doing when a lot of people are complaining about what they're doing too? You know, they could claim what Nintendo was doing is successful, and they could also claim, why would we do what Xbox is doing? Because a lot of people are complaining about it. You know what I mean? So Sony's kind of in the middle, because I've been thinking about this lately. Like, sometimes I feel like PS5 is still exclusive, but they do send games over to like Steam and stuff like that. So it's like, is it PS5 now? Is it a PlayStation, or is it just like a CD player where like it's a system that plays video games? You know what I mean? Like, but they do still have exclusives. So, you know, it's like this weird middle ground with PlayStation. Hold on, yeah, let's see something. So you get this weird like middle ground feeling with PlayStation a little bit. Nintendo's the only system that you still feel like that old school, not even old school, just like that. That's what a console should be. You know, a console should, you know, have exclusives. I guess to have it like an identity, I guess you could say, or something. They could at least port the PS4 exclusives over. They won't account for much profit on PS Plus anymore. Yeah, like I said, I guess my answer to that too is like I said before, like they could claim, look what Nintendo's doing. They could claim, you know, Nintendo's for weak. I don't know why I'm loving Switch 2. I described Switch 2 to somebody recently as like the PlayStation 2 era, where like PS2 was like the least powerful console, but like people loved it. And I feel like that's what Switch 2 is kind of doing. It's like it's because we're seeing like this generation games going to Switch 2. So right now Switch 2 does feel like a current generation system, but it has like that PS2 effect where it's like the least powerful system, but whatever magic it does with like the DSSL upscaling, like it, you know, and just something about Switch 2, I don't know, it just feels great. Just fucking like it's almost making me stop care about, because like I always would like, you know, if I had a choice, I'd be like, oh, I want to get it on PlayStation, because I want to get the trophies, right? But now I'm entering this era where like I don't even like, I'm starting to like not care about trophies. I wonder if part of that is because, like I said, like PlayStation has a little bit of this feeling of like not confusion, but like, because they're kind of dabbling in sending their games to other places too. So I don't know, something about Switch 2 is making me like not even care about like trophies as much. I want to get like, I'm like, oh, I want Resident Evil 9 on Switch 2. I want this game on Switch 2. Like it's like but yeah, I guess Nintendo's the only one right now it's not playing games, quote unquote, you know what I mean? Like Nintendo's the only one that's like, no, this is a video game system. You have exclusives, you know what I mean? And you know, however you want to look at it, like I said, Switch 2 was it broke sales records for fastest selling system, so you know. Way behind technology. They love gimmicks too much for me. No, yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. Like I know that vibe of like wanting, like, you know, the most powerful system. And like before Switch 2, PS5 became like my main kind of system, because to me, I felt this way before with Xbox and then with PlayStation. Like I feel like there was a timeline split where like PS5 is what Nintendo would have been if they kept going with the most powerful graphics, and like the original Switch always felt like that, you know. Switch actually, I think they did a good job. So Switch had this like, remember it was like Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 when that came out. I was like, oh wow, Switch is like, feels like serious business now, you know what I mean? Like I can't live without Space Marine 2. I gotta play that. I remember playing Space Marine 1. I rented that from GameFly back in the day. Oh my god, GameFly. Ugh. It was great for a little bit, but then all of a sudden, like very quickly, you would never get anything but pizza parking or something. But yes, I get that. That's a Space Marine 2 is on the long list of games that need to be played. Oh man, it's like a Gears of War in a way, you know what I mean? Oh man, look at this. Ugh. But yeah, I love this era we seem to be entering where, like I said, as of Gears of War Reloaded and this, they seem pure. This seems like we're entering a very good era. Space Marine 2 is the answer to life itself. Whoa. Okay, maybe we'll bump it up a little bit on the list. From like 50 to not meaning that it's so far behind them. So there's so many backlog games, just like. But yeah, that's definitely something I gotta play one day. Space Marine 2. Oh man. So Forever Man, what are you doing here as far as what is your plans with this Halo? Are you getting it for do you have PS5 or are you only Xbox, or what's your plans if you plan on getting Halo? Are you gonna get it on an Xbox, or actually good question. Well, actually no. I guess it would be coming to Xbox Series X because it's coming to PS5 and that's the same, you know, generation, so okay. And yeah, what am I talking about? There's no new generation for 2 more years from now at least, so what am I talking about? Of course it's coming to Xbox. Yeah, you know, I wonder if they will do a physical release for Xbox. You know what I mean? Or are they going to be like, no, no, we don't want physical games anymore, or something? You know, only on PlayStation, physical, or something like that. That's kind of it. That's the flying in the air again. Forever Man says, "I'll get it, mate." Wait, I'm lifelong 4K fan. Okay, so Space Marine 2 appeals to me. But oh yes, I never played. What is it? Warhammer. Yeah, I never played the other Warhammer games. I'm more of an action type guy, so I know there's a lot of Warhammer, like, I guess, strategy games or something. You know what I mean? But see, I love when they do that though. Like Space Marine was a way to, like, oh, like, you don't play the strategy type games. Here's Space Marine, a more action type game for other people that, you know, may be interested, but maybe a strategy game's not really for you. Kind of like how I always think of like Monster Hunter Stories. It was different than, it was more of like a Zelda type Monster Hunter game. I remember saying that when I saw that, when I played the demo for that game. I've never tried a Halo game outside of the... Wait. You never played Halo 2? 3? Reach? Halo Reach? No. Is that what you're saying? I mean, the original ones, if you've ever played one, the original one is a good one to play, but... Oh my god. Mate. If that's what I think you mean. Well, I mentioned this earlier before. I don't know if you were here at the time, but... We got 4 Bungie games that they could make. This, obviously, Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo Reach. So hopefully we enter this era of, like, we get all of these remade at some point or another. So that, oh my god. All the Bungie Halos are ridiculous. But yeah, guys, once again, if you're just joining, 3 videos came out today. Halo Campaign Evolved. Instead of Combat Evolved, Campaign Evolved. Coming out for everything, even PlayStation. 3 videos released today. The trailer, a behind-the-scenes talking, and this is the 13-minute gameplay trailer. So if you want to go check all those out, if you want to get up to date of what's going on. I love your Aussie style accent when you say mate. This is my natural. No. I'm actually from UK, not the land down under. Oh, they say mate in the UK too, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna get my geographic. Oh, there's the Darth Maul scene right there. Bum 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 bum. Scotland to be okay. Welcome from Scotland. Oh man, guys, what a day! What a surprise this is. And but yeah, this just looks like a movie. This looks like, from the upgraded cutscenes to the gameplay, this looks like a movie. Oh my god, it's so amazing. And yeah, like I said, Gears of War with the PS5 controller, like the chunk, just matched the chunk of like the gears, and like the Ultimate Edition was amazing as it is, but now the PS5 version is my favorite version of the Gears of War Ultimate Edition / Reloaded. And now it seems we have another banger coming out here. This is just oh my god. But yeah, like I said, I remember when Xbox first came out, I was like, ew. I remember the Duke controller. Oh my god. Somebody had it when it first came out. I was like, this controller is so fucking big. I remember one friend, he was a little shorty, and but he was like, I can't reach the, because the original Xbox, instead of the shoulder buttons, they had like the black and white button. He's like, I can't reach the black and white button. But yeah, we got the original Xbox. Like I said, it was like maybe a year and a half before 360 came out. I think I got 360 a little later too. Yeah, like I was mentioning it earlier before, I had a 3-game rule if it wasn't Nintendo, and I had tried Halo at my friend's house. I said, what the fuck? This game, it blew my mind, the original Halo, with the graphics and everything. Like I said, then Knights of the Old Republic was coming out, and then they had the Obi-Wan game as well, so I was like, oh, there's the 3 games. I was like, I guess we got an Xbox. So, oh, hold on. But yeah, and here we are again with Halo, you know, blowing our mind with these graphics here that look like a movie, and even the gameplay looks like a movie. So they're kind of blowing our minds with the next generation of graphics once again through the original Halo. The graphics are incredible. Looking forward to playing it, mate. Though I'm desperate for Sony to remaster the Killzone. Oh, yeah, interesting. I wasn't. Well, I never really got to play Killzone. Do I have Killzone? I feel like I eventually collected it, but I never got to really like delve into it. But you've been on the channel long enough. Grizz Diz of NET, Never Enough Toys. He was a big Killzone guy. Wait, was it Killzone or anything? Oh no, I'm thinking of No, he was big on what was the one with like the alien invasion? Was that Killzone? No, Killzone. What's that other game? I can't think of the name of the game right now. Well, let's get that going again. Oops.
One of the other benefits that I wanted to point out is the fit and
Flossie Carter.
Velinix offer.
Here we go. All right. What the hell am I thinking? Oh, it's right there at the tip of my tongue. What am I thinking of? Were they like bug? No. I'll think of it eventually. But yeah, Killzone. Killzone was a big deal back in the day. I think that was the first like that was like a major online game for PS2. I think at the time, if I remember correctly. It baffles so and why they are ignoring Killzone. Where the fuck is Twisted Metal? They just came out with a show. I figured they were gonna like a game was in the works too. They wouldn't make a show out of nowhere, especially when there hasn't been a game for how many, you know, I think since PS3. So if you're making a Twisted Metal show, there's got to be some sort of Twisted Metal in the works. Like there's no way they would do that like for no reason. Yeah, Killzone, Twisted Metal. You know, a Siphon Filter comes with. There's like so many. And then if you want to even go to like who was the raccoon guy, the thief raccoon guy or something? Jack and Daxter we haven't seen. They did do. Oh, who's the other guy? I can't. Oh my god, I'm like blanking on names tonight. But yeah, guys, we were supposed to play more Pokemon Legends ZA, and then this happened, so. But this is an awesome surprise. This is an awesome surprise. Killzone 2 on PS3 is probably the best looking FPS ever. Okay. That's, yeah, I remember those games were like a remaster in 4K. Ooh, yeah, seriously, come on. Come on. The original on PS2 was great, and 3 was bloody epic. Bloody epic. I remember I played, was Killzone, what was it called on PS4? Was it Killzone 4? I don't think it was. It was Killzone something on PS4. And when PS4 first came out, I didn't get PS4 right away. My friend had it. I played a little that Killzone at his house. I got PS4 when Batman came out, Arkham Knight. I remember thinking to myself, I was like, I have this. The Force is telling me that they're gonna bring out a special edition PS4 when Arkham Knight comes out, and sure enough, they did. That silver. Actually, where's my Hold on, I think I have the controller right here still. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. There it is. is still my original PS4 controller. The Batman Arkham Knight. I think it was Gun Silver or something, actually, it was called. It's ironic, because Batman and, but yeah, this is, still works perfectly. Original, I think from 2015. This controller is 10 years old? Are we serious right now? This controller is 10 years old. The Batman Arkham Knight Special Edition. Oh my god, that's insane. 10 years old. Still perfect. Still rocking. Whereas, unfortunately, I hate to say it, my PS5 controllers, now there's two versions, well, there's a lot of different versions, but there's two like main versions. There's a code in the back of the PS5 controller. One of them ends in the number 1, and the newer ones end in the letter A, I believe. So both controls that I've used were OG with number 1. PS5, I love PS5, but the only system ever, not even Switch, and I have an original Switch, and the Switch had a bigger issue. There was some talk about PS5 with drift. That's what I'm going to talk about. There was some chatter on PS5 with the drift, but not as big as the Switch situation. My original Switch, no problem. Two of my PS5 controllers have gotten drift. The only system ever. Hopefully, the A controller, that doesn't happen to, but unbelievable. Hate to say that, but crazy. Killzone Shadowfall on PS was a half arshed cash grab. Oh, was it? I guess it wasn't as, yeah, I guess it was a launch title, so maybe they, I hate to say maybe they rushed it or something, but I could see that being the case. The first few missions were great, but then it got super repetitive. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I only played like the beginning at my friend's house when PS4 first came out, so interesting. Oh, another game that just came to my mind, Infamous. I think actually they've been a little busy. I think Sucker Punch makes the Tsushima games, which I have to play because Infamous. Did you guys play Infamous? Oh my god, Infamous 1 and 2. Unbelievable. I think there's 2 more Infamous games on PS4. I think they had like a little downloadable kind of smaller game with the girl, and then there was another Infamous on PS4. I forget the name of it, but Infamous 1 and 2. Poof. My god. Infamous is a weird scenario because Infamous is like one of those games. I say the same thing with Metal Gear. It's one of those series like I love it. It's not my favorite, but I love it. But it's not my favorite, but I love it. It's so weird. Like I have such fond memories of Infamous. Like, yeah, those games are, oh my god, Infamous 1 and 2. That was a great era because I remember when I had moved over from 360 to PS3. Towards the very end. Actually, when GTA 5 came out, that's when I did the switch pretty much. For a couple of reasons, because I remember GTA 5 at that point. Now PS3 was like kind of like perfected, and it wasn't so PS3 first came out like hard to develop for, so some of the games had some issues compared to 360. But at that point, that had all been fixed, and all the games were like perfect, pretty much. Oh yeah, at that point there was no problem. So you had all Blu Ray discs, so 2 discs on 360 was 1 disc on PS3. The wrestling games on PS3 with the custom soundtracks at the time, you can't do that anymore, unfortunately. Much easier on PS3. And yeah, I don't know, I was just ready for like a new whatever. And so from the end of PS3 on, I kind of went with PlayStation. But yeah, as far as the next Xbox, I don't even want to know what the price is going to be. But it seems like what Microsoft, I don't want to say Xbox, because like I said, Microsoft just wears Xbox's mask now after destroying them. Both the corporates destroyed them. So But the next Xbox, I don't even know if I might get it, because if it's going to be a situation where like they're not making dedicated systems anymore, and it's going to be all like, you know, is ROG going to make the next home console, and they're just going to like have the Xbox like digital system on there again, you know? So, you know, with that being the case, you know, you got your PS5 for the traditional console stuff, and if it's going to be this like ROG thing with Xbox on it, you know, not that I need a new computer, but if I'm going to have to choose, I might as well upgrade my computer at that point, because it'd be almost the same thing, but that'd be more focused on Xbox. Like, so, yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with the next generation of what they're going to do as far as systems, but, you know, but like I said, as of right now, I don't even, as long as Xbox games, or these pure versions of these games can flee and make it to PS5, you can get that Xbox feeling on PS5 with these pure Xbox games, so.
Good. That should open the door that leads
But,
to the main shaft.
I turned on my Series X
Let's head back down the beach.
recently. I was like, let's see what's going on here. And I was like, oh, I have such a big backlog of games, because on Xbox, when you had Xbox Live and the monthly games, you got to keep those, even if you didn't have Xbox Live. And speaking of Xbox Live, what is the deal with Xbox Live now? Is it integrated into the Game Pass now? Because, like, if you were on console, you had to pay to go online. If you were on PC, you didn't have to pay to go online. And remember, they integrated Xbox Live. I don't even know what the deal with Xbox Live is now. I think they got rid of Xbox Live, but you still have to have Game Pass to play online because it's integrated. Maybe somebody out there knows about that. The controllers can be very fragile. I broke 2 controllers out of pure frustration. I think the only controller I ever threw was at some point in the 360 era. I threw my 360 controller. I forgot what game it was. I'm thinking it was Superman Returns for 360. I don't know why. I was trying to get, like, I had like achievement fever at the time, and like I was trying to get some crazy stupid achievement or something. Not anymore. I do enjoy trophies, but you know, like I said, with some reason with Switch 2, I'm like caring less about trophies now. Like I said, combined with the fact that, you know, PlayStation's kind of doing this in-between thing as well, so it's like, but when I was playing Bloodborne, okay, FromSoft games are FromSoft games are for people with a kink for getting their buttocks repeatedly stamped on. Yeah, the Souls games are meant to beat the shit out of you. Like, so. What was the last Souls game I played? I don't think I like the original. A lot of people think Dark Souls, like they think of Dark Souls, and what was the recent one? Bloodborne was on PS4. That was like an exclusive kind of situation. What was the recent game that everyone, Elden Ring, right? You either talk about like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, but the original beat the shit out of you game from the Souls game was not Demon Souls, Demon's Souls for PS3. I remember playing that game, and I eventually discovered some sort of like thing you can do that they never like patched out or something, and it was this thing you could do where like you go into the menu, you drop something, you pick it up, and you get extra souls, whatever. And then you needed the souls to level up. And I remember even doing that. I don't even know the number, but let's say I went from like level 20 to level 80 by doing that. And the game still fucking kicked your ass. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, what do I gotta do this for like 3 years to have a chance? Like, I'm like, you think at that point you'd at least have an easier time or something? There was some things in the game is still. I'm like, is this for real? Like, so yeah, I played the original ass kicker game, Demon's Souls. I remember saying it should have been Demon Souls, not Demons Souls, plural. Like, it just sounds like weird. Well, I guess I'm not playing more Pokemon tonight, guys, since we have this crazy surprise today, and we're kind of running out of time a little bit. So I guess I'll start to do like final recap here. But it's been great hanging out with you guys tonight. And yeah, I was like, I heard this stuff, and I was like, I was half like, but I was like, nah, you know what? It's Friday night. Let's celebrate together. And what a great surprise! Like I said, this seems like pure Xbox. When it's pure, I'll refer to it as Xbox. When it's scummy, I'll say Microsoft. Not as Microsoft, well, I mean, I don't know. But as far as Microsoft with Xbox, that's the scummy side of it. But yeah, like I said, it seems like we're entering this new pure era. Play Gears of War Reloaded, JCM approved, pure. And if you never played Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which, like I said, that is the Ultimate Edition, which is a little Reloaded, basically means it's available on everything now. You know what I mean? But if you never played like that Gears of War Ultimate Edition, they redid the cutscenes and made things, they filled in holes, made things make more sense. Like I mentioned earlier, the original Gears of War is like amazing, but there was some parts in the original Gears of War where you were like, what? Like, wait, why are we here? Well, but you're like, I don't give a shit. The game's so good, you know. But like I said, they took the Gears of War 3 people and who did the amazing cutscenes of Gears of War 3 to, I don't remember there being any holes, but I think it was still made by the original before they brought like those additional people in, I think. But yeah, Gears of War Ultimate Edition / Reloaded, they went back, redid the cutscenes, made them more movie-like, filled in holes, filled in questions you had. And also the Ultimate Edition of Gears of War / Reloaded Edition has, I totally forgot about this when we played it recently on the channel. They had some PC chapter in there that wasn't in the 360 version. So you get that as well. I was like, oh shit, I totally forgot they added this like exclusive PC couple of, you know, chapters or whatever. So you get that as well. So it truly is the Ultimate Edition. Because it's the best version. And they added things. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. How amazing this is. And are you kind of enjoying this new era? Where it seems like they're letting the artists make awesome shit again? But yeah, like I said, if you're upset about Xbox, I'll say it one more time. From what I see, I feel like Microsoft came in and told all the artists to leave, and they thought they were big shots and wanted to like play games and gamble. So it's not really Xbox versus PlayStation anymore. It's you know, they made everyone leave Xbox. So, you know what I mean? So Xbox, they just wear the Xbox mask now. So you can't really say it's PlayStation versus Xbox when the innards of Xbox aren't there. You know what I mean? So Xbox didn't fail. They came in and wiped everyone out because they wanted to play corporate games. And they thought they were cool. You know what I mean? But like I said, if you want that Xbox feeling, play these games on PS5 because you feel like these games that escaped the BS, the corporates at Xbox, have now found a home on PS5, and like you feel like these games are like safe. That you feel like this, you feel good, like you feel like they're like escaping a war or something, and now they could rest easy on PS5. I mentioned earlier when I first saw Grounded and was Sea of Thieves, I said, wow, this feels good. It feels like original Xbox. Like there's no games being played over here on PS5, you know. Xbox is, Microsoft is doing all these, what are you doing? Like, what? Okay, yeah, bubble, this, that, and you're doing this, you're not doing this. It's just like, what? So you can take these games and play them on a system where you can just enjoy the game. So if you want that feeling, I tell you, play these games on PS5 and you'll feel like you're playing Xbox again. That's how I feel. I don't know. But yeah, this game looks amazing, guys. Like, it looks pure. That's the main thing that counts. The water, the sand. This is, like I said, this is Unreal Engine 7, 8, 9, whatever it is. And obviously it's Halo, so they're going to use this Unreal Engine to the utmost they can. And yeah, this is going to be, this looks awesome. This looks awesome. So, yeah, guys. I think it's all the time we have for now, unfortunately. But it was awesome watching these 3 videos today. Like I said, there's a trailer out. There's a video behind the scenes. They're talking, some guys that made the game talk about some details. And there's a 13-minute gameplay trailer. So, 3 big videos for this big Halo news is out today. So, shout out to Mike Daddy, excuse me, Mikey Blaze today. We're going to be using different names. JCM Legend there. Shout out to Forever Man 247. And shout out to everyone watching later on as well. And yeah, guys, right now, today, depending on what mechanism we use, but today we're live on YouTube and Twitch. So YouTube's our main home, but we're trying to build up that Twitch too. Why not? Over there. Look at that, 39 out of 40. 39 out of 40. Can we make that 40? Make a real Friday celebration. But yeah, guys, like I said, our main home is over on YouTube. Joey JCM, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, like I said, stay tuned for some more Pokemon's going to be coming up. I want to do one more episode of Donkey Kong before I, you know, whatever. Something's compelling me to do that. But what else we got? Oh yeah, also we're continuing the 20th anniversary of Resident Evil 4. We're playing the original game once again. One of our most beaten games of all time. One of our favorite games of all time. And then we're going to be playing the remake for the very first time. Only a couple months left in the year, but I guess the celebration is going to go into next year. But we should be almost done with the original. I at least want to start the remake of Resident Evil 4 for the very first time this year at the 20th anniversary. So stay tuned for all that, guys. And once again, shout out to Forever Man, shout out to Mike Daddy, shout out to everyone watching later on as well. And this is amazing. I actually made this my background up. I'm like loving this so much. I'm loving this seemingly new, pure era. So let me know if you guys are getting this. Where are you getting this game? Because Xbox is everywhere now, right? You're going to get it for PlayStation. You're going to get it for Xbox. You're going to get it for, what else are you? Maybe the toaster? I don't know. But yeah, this is like day 0, not even day 1. But no release date yet, but we did catch that 2026, so next year. And yeah, what a way to start this. They renamed, I think it was 343, right? Now it's called Halo Studios. So what a way to start the first thing from Halo Studios, you know, coming out. And this is, like I said, keyword, pure. But guys, this has been amazing. What a surprise today. And I gotta go watch this trailer on like the TV now next to see it. Like, oh my god. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know where you plan on getting this, and what Halo games have you played? What was your first Halo game? And I think Forever Man said he only played Halo 1. We gotta make it. Like I said, hopefully this is a new era where we're gonna see 2, 3, and eventually Halo Reach remade like this. And yeah, this is campaign evolved, so I guess we're just getting the campaign. Like I said, I don't care because it's so beautiful and awesome. And this is a time, especially where the campaign was the main thing about the game, and multiplayer was like secondary, awesome. But you know, you still, you know, like the main reason to get the game was the story mode. So, all right, guys, this has been amazing. Like I said, we're live on Twitch and YouTube right now. 39 out of 40 right there. Our main home's over on YouTube, but we're building up that Twitch as well. What about this kick? I hear about kick. Should we do that too? I don't know. Let me know. But you guys know all the ways you can raise the power level of the channel. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Joey JCM. Can't wait to use that rocket launcher. And I will see. Oh God! All the dust from the beach over there. And again, we have a beach shirt on today, which is amazing. That's perfect. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Joey JCM, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Holler. Zip-a-ba-bum, 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 Got the JCM Halloween shirts there, ladies and gentlemen. When does Halloween start for you? Does Halloween start in August? Does Halloween start in September? Or chill, bruh. Halloween's only October. Joey-jcm.creator-spring.com. JCM Halloween shirts. Happy Halloween, everyone. What a surprise today. Bam. We will see you guys later. Wow. Peace. Holler. Peace.